let's get straight to the point. To all you men out there that think that these women are saints and angels and good girls and like the girls you see in movies and TV shows, you gotta fucking wake up. You gotta wake up. And normally I don't ask girls their body count, but this particular girl I went on a date with, she's from Morocco. First generation. She was born in Montreal, Canada, so her parents are from Morocco. We went on a few dates, and the same day we went to a few places. I suggest that men, if you go on a date with a girl, obviously keep the first date low budget. You don't want to invest too much money on the first date. But we went to a few places, got something to eat, went to a museum, and then we went to the park to end it. Just to chat, just to talk a bit more, and be more, because in the restaurant there's other people there, in the museum there's other people there, but in the park we were just by ourselves. And remember, this is the first date. And, we're talking for like an hour, and she starts talking about, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and porn stars and, how much love and respect she has for these women because they're so open and blah, 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 blah. And this is Raw Dog TV, so I don't hold back. It's hard for me to lie. It's hard for me to hold back and not speak my mind. So I tried to counter what she was saying and, just ask her a bunch of questions and put her on the spot. And eventually it came out like, okay, like you seem like you're open to this shit, so what's your body count? And let me tell you something. When she told me the number, man, I was speechless for about 10 seconds. And she just started laughing and I asked her, like, you think that's funny? You think that's cool? You think, if your daughter, came home and told you, like, yeah, my body count's 45 or whatever, you think that'd be cool? And obviously, like, they try to run circles around the question, avoid the question by saying other shit, you know what I mean? Being emotional, being in their feelings, while us men, most of the time, are being logical, rational, realistic, factual, But I put her on the spot, you know what I mean? And half of me was like, damn, like, I'm shocked, I'm surprised. But then the other half of me wasn't, because these modern day women are a lot more promiscuous and a lot more sexually, like open sexually, than our mothers and our grandmothers and our aunts from back in the day. It's a fact. There's a lot of differences between traditional women and modern day women. You know what I mean? You can't be surprised when you see these girls getting trains ran on them. You can't be surprised when these girls are on camera swallowing semen. You like getting fucked in the ass by two dudes, or double penetration, this, that. And that's why I say it's a risk, and it's very sad to think about bringing kids into this world. Because if I have a daughter, I might kill somebody because of her. Real shit. And, there's so many things that we have to protect our daughters from. This world is scary, man. It's not the same world that it was 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's changing and growing at a rapid pace. And, these girls are doing wild, wild shit. And there's a difference between commitment and wifing these girls up and putting a ring on it and blah, 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 and just smashing them and treating them like hoes, treating them the way they want to be treated. You know what I mean? Because no woman with class, no woman or lady with respect and class and dignity and honor and integrity is going to just open her legs for any guy. And this is the type of shit I'm going to tell my daughter. You got, for all the men out there that have daughters, you have to be in her life. Not just up until she's 18, but even past that. Because these girls don't have guidance, they don't have structure, they don't have discipline, they don't have no protection. Everything is loose. Not just the pussy, but the parents, the guidance from the parents, it's not there. So to all the men out there, you gotta man up and you gotta be there for your child. Son, of course, but daughter even more. There's so many things in this world that we have to protect our kids from. And yeah, I put her on the spot. And I don't normally ask girls that. I suggest you guys don't ask girls that. Not cool. And most of the time they're going to lie to you anyways. But this girl I kind of respect because she was honest. She was honest, and she told me, 45. I slept with 45 men and she was 27 years old. to me, that's kind of young. You know what I mean? Like 27 years old and you slept with 45 dudes. You don't want to wife up a girl that's fucking everybody. You know, you're not gonna buy a Lambo or a McLaren or a Ferrari or a Bugatti, or for the average man out there like myself, a normal car, a Honda, a this, a Ford, or whatever. You're not gonna buy a brand new car with a lot of mileage on it. Does that make any sense? No. So when it comes to having children with these women, when it comes to wifing these women up, and when it comes to putting a ring on it, and you know what I mean, just commitment and showing them real love and all that shit, you have to vet these girls. You have to know who you're dealing with. A lot of guys are desperate. I used to be kind of desperate when I was in high school, when I was younger. Didn't have the confidence that I have now. So I understand. But you have to have an abundance mindset. If you're only dealing with one girl at a time, and you beat it up a few times, you had your fun, but now it's, you know, going to the point where, like, you know, she might be your girl, or she wants to be your girl, or vice versa, whatever, but you realize that she has a past, you gotta walk away. Don't be a simp. Don't be a bitch. Okay, don't be desperate. You know, you have to have an abundance mindset. You know, women want men with a future, and men don't want women with a past. And if you do, you're a fucking sucker. You're a simp, you're a bitch, and I feel sorry for you. I really do. You know, because they're just going to take advantage of you, and you may come home one day after a long day of work, and you might see your girl getting fucked by another dude. You know, you may come home and see two dudes with two dicks in her. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, is that common? No. But it does happen. It does happen. And whose fault is that? You can't blame her. You got to blame yourself, because you didn't vet her. You didn't take your time to analyze and observe who this individual really is. If you did, you would realize, oh, okay, she's a whore. She's a slut. She's very promiscuous. So let me treat her as such. So with this girl I met, this Moroccan chick, first generation, she's really Canadian, but her parents are Moroccan. I didn't run away. I was like, in my head, okay. You know, I was disgusted, because you think about your grandmother, you think about your mom, you think about your daughter. You know, you don't want those people in your life to be like that. So am I going to wife her up? Am I going to try to extend this relationship and try to take things a bit further? No. I'm just going to smash her a couple times, and that's it. On to the next one. Or, like some men do, you keep them in your rotation. You keep them in your rotation, and you just have fun. Some dudes like to pass them to their friends and shit like that. I don't do that, you know. But yeah, you got to treat girls like the way they want to be treated. And a lot of girls don't know what they want. A lot of girls want to be treated like a lady and this and that, but like, you're a fucking whore. Just admit it. And that was the only thing I respected about her, was that she didn't lie. You know what I mean? She was actually honest about her body count and her past. 27-year-old woman, 45 men that she's fucked. It's crazy, but, you know, to all you men out there that think all these women are angels and saints, you're delusional. These modern day women are not like our mothers and grandmothers. Keep that in mind. Women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can. So with that being said, yeah, it wasn't a shock to me at all. And did I smash? Of course I smashed. A girl like that, you just gotta play your cards right. You gotta shut the fuck up. Don't talk more than her. Don't talk super fast. Don't talk with a high pitch. You gotta hold your masculine frame, and don't be nervous. Look her in her eyes, and don't be stuttering, and don't be all nervous, because girls can feel that shit. When it comes to that social presence, you know what I mean? Being around people and social environments, women can feel the energy better than us men. So with that being said, it's just a reminder to all you guys out there that don't be fooled. Don't be delusional and think that these women are angels. Don't be fooled and delusional and think that these women are saints and they're good girls and blah, blah, blah. They're not. And obviously not all women, have a body count that high. I normally don't even ask girls their body count, but when you're actually giving and showing respect to porn stars and girls like Cardi B and all these fucking brainwashed fucking clowns, these puppets, I gotta sit back and I gotta ask myself, wait a minute, you actually look up to these people? Like, these are your role models? So I had to ask the question. And, you know, like, at first I was like, should I even hit this? Like, should I even follow through and hit this? But of course I did. And you know, it's just a short video to remind you guys that, yo, you guys got to be careful. You know what I mean? And when I say be careful is because a lot of men want to wife these girls up. You got to take your time. You got to vet these girls. You got to get to know them, and you got to really see who they are, because, you know, a lot of girls will waste your time if you let them. And, you know, a lot of men, we want purity. We don't want a girl with a past. You know, they want a man with a future, but we don't want a woman or a girl with a past. When it comes to smashing these girls, go ahead, have fun. You know what I mean? Treat these hoes like hoes. You know, treat them the way they want to be treated. But when it comes to commitment and wifing them up, don't waste your time. More videos coming soon. Man, we got to boss up. Get your money right. Get your body right. You know, focus on your emotions. A lot of men like myself grew up with a, you know, single mother, single grandmother in my case. And, you know, subconsciously I picked up on all her, or most of her, emotional tendencies. I'm not gonna lie, this is Raw Dog TV. I keep it real. But as I get older, I try to work on my you know, my purpose, work on my emotions, work on my confidence, and I try to elevate. No excuses, no blaming anybody, no you know, complaining. I just hold myself accountable and boss up. So this channel is all about trying to, you know, elevate men out there and women. You know, whoever, you know, there's a lot of women that can watch my other videos that are not about this type of shit. I can learn some shit, but I'm gonna start making videos on this type of topic, because there's a lot of average men like myself that need that guidance. They need that boost. They need that confidence. They need that jolt. They need they need that advice, just like I needed that advice. You know, the guys I watch and learn from is AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, and, you know, Fresh and Fit, and these guys taught me a lot. I have no shame admitting that. So, boss up. Man, we gotta boss up. Don't complain, don't make excuses. You know, don't blame others for your shitty life. Make the necessary changes you gotta make. Focus on yourself, focus on your goals, focus on your purpose. And the women will be a byproduct of that. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you facts. So, you know, I'm not gonna go and shame this girl and, oh my god, but that was pretty, like, whoa, 45 men that you fucked, me being 46. That was like a huge reminder and a humbling moment for me, because I don't have kids, but I immediately thought of my future daughter. You know, it's like, damn, you know, because like I said, you don't want to wife these girls up. You don't want to be committed to a fucking thought, to a whore, to a slut. You know what I mean? But you treat them like a slut. You fuck them, have fun with them, but you don't wife them up. You don't put a ring on it. You don't spend money on them. You don't do this and that. If you do spend money, it's just on the dates. You know what I mean? But, you know, to all the men out there that have daughters, be in her life and guide her and protect her. Not just up until 18, but even further than that. Obviously, give her privacy, but you gotta be in her life, because if you're not in her life, and, you know, she doesn't have that father figure to guide her and protect her and you know, on the right path, she's gonna look up to these rappers. She's gonna look up to these strippers. She's gonna look up to porn stars. She's gonna look up to her fucking stupid friends in high school and college, and she's gonna be guided on the wrong path. And it all starts, the roots, the foundation, it all starts from the parents, the mother and the father. But the father is the one that provides discipline and structure for both the son and the daughter, especially the daughters. So just keep that in mind, and we'll talk soon. Peace.